Where's Caitlin? We need all the help we can get.
Ever since she decided to go all in with Marcus, it's open season on spontaneous getaways. So 1 minute they're listening to show tunes, getting all weepy on the couch.
I still don't know how I feel about Marcus. I don't know. He seems like a good guy, but he just doesn't seem like the guy for Caitlin, you know? But hey, at least she's happy. What I'm not good with is her absence from like the past episode or two. Like, I don't mind them switching Caitlin and Frost in and out in certain episodes, but I do hope that we at least get to see Caitlin in next week's episode, maybe?
All right, I have got to jet to Coast City.
Okay, it's good to see Sue back. I was glad to know that they were going to continue to use her character even after Ralph was written out of the show, because I mean, her on her own, away from Ralph, she is a really good character, and I've always enjoyed her interactions with other characters on the show, so I'm glad that they are continuing to bring her back.
I'll be right back.
I just have a hard time believing that no one else in that room noticed that he just vanished out of thin air, but I do like how we are seeing Barry using his phasing ability more often. That's super cool.
I was the reporter that helped break his story, and if you let me, I can help do the same for you.
Okay, but like, Barry was trying to be a superhero. This girl, obviously, it doesn't seem like she is, so I mean, I feel like this is a very different situation from the streak.
How'd you guys find me anyway? Made up of dark matter and this app.
Yeah, it probably isn't the best idea to tell someone you just met that you stalked them down with a metahuman app. I mean, of course, they're probably not going to receive that very well.
All right, keep working the science. I'm gonna pay Kramer a visit. Now that she's a part of the team, she needs to know what we're really dealing with.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
Now that she's a part of the team.
I'm sorry, since when is Kramer a part of Team Flash? I mean, I know she knows your identity, but that doesn't mean that she's a part of the team now. Like, she can help the team out, but that doesn't make her a part of Team Flash. What?
I can feel how frightened you still are.
Listen, I love Cecile. She's a great character, but I'm getting tired of hearing her explain everyone's emotions out loud. I mean, you can tell by the acting of Chester alone that he is frightened and scared, and you can kind of get that from the way his actor is portraying in this scene. I just feel like Cecile is voicing things that are very clear already in relation to someone's emotions, so I don't know, I feel like maybe they're getting a little too carried away having her explain every little thing like that.
Okay, I can feel him struggling.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just another example of that. Like, you can tell by the way Chester's acting that he's struggling. So I just feel like it's very unnecessary to add parts like that in. But like, once again, no hate to Cecile. I love her character. She's great.
Great. And we can talk about the real problem while we're doing it.
I haven't been very interested in the whole tracking down some random metahuman storyline so far this episode, but it is great to hear some of the humor that Sue has to offer, because she is very sarcastic and very funny. Why would Barry run into Star Labs without his cowl on? I mean, I understand that it is Star Labs, but there could have been any kind of intruder in there, and he ran in there without his cowl on. Like, what would you do if it was just some random stranger? I mean, now they know your identity. That's, like, very risky. I don't know why he would do that.
Why didn't it go off?
When I programmed the search parameters, I used the default setting that establishes a tracking grid outside of Star Labs.
Right. Maybe you should fix that.
Oh, goodness. I love Frost, man. She just does not understand when she just needs to filter her words a little bit. Like, she just doesn't hold back on other people. Like, she's not afraid to let you know how she feels, and she does not care if she hurts your feelings.
You're just a really good friend.
So are you.
I've seen a lot of people on the internet express how they do not like Allegra and Chester, and I've already mentioned it in previous videos that I do like their relationship, but I think the problem most people have with them is how like slow their relationship is progressing, but I honestly do not think that that is a bad thing. And my biggest problem with a lot of the relationships on this show is that they are rushed way too quickly, and if they want to take it slow with Allegra and Chester and gradually have them be put in a relationship, then that's fine. Like I'm good with that.
You seriously think you're being haunted? For real?
By my father. No, it was more than that. I wasn't with my dad when he died.
Okay, so it's obvious that this whole like black flame thing is really getting to him, because obviously I seriously doubt the black flame is actually going to be his father. So I think it's just the fact that he's kind of feeling this fear and the lack of understanding what exactly they're up against is making Chester think about things like this.
Let's do this.
I have been loving how we have been seeing Frost and Barry team up more, especially on the field. I really enjoy their dynamic, and I really hope that we continue to see more of this throughout the rest of the season.
Chuck, that's not your dad.
So why don't you just go to hell?
Okay, so this scene reminds me a lot of the scene we got back in season 3 with Cisco and Savitar, where Savitar kind of got into Cisco's head and made him think he was seeing his dead brother, and tried to manipulate and convince Cisco through that Dante could be alive again, when in fact it was just Savitar wanting to get out. So I think that this is an interesting parallel here, because it really reminds me a lot of it.
The will to seek out victims to kill, need to satisfy its hunger at all costs.
The Flames have a survival instinct.
Which means the flames aren't being used by the killer. They are the killer.
So apparently we're not really dealing with exactly a person, more of like a artificial fire that's alive. That's interesting. I am looking forward to a better explanation, because like what? But seriously though, like this does seem like he could definitely be an interesting villain, and I do look forward to finding out more.
You found out what's wrong with me.
And it ain't good news.
My guess is that she's being erased from the timeline. I'm not sure. Of course, we'll find out in the next episode, but I kind of think that that's what's happening. That is it for this episode of The Flash. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!